Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Cupid Parasite. Likely the last episode of Raul's route. We finished the main conflict in the last episode, and now we just have a few more chapters before we get to the best ending, and then I guess we get the normal and the bad endings after this. Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be some. I wonder how weird they're gonna be. I just think of the one with Gil. That one bad ending with Gil where he just fed Lynette was that one was really weird. Anywho, let's wrap things up, Los York lovers. And that's a wrap. Good work, everyone. We're done with the final scene for Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 and are in the editing phase. I just remembered they're scrapping the romance movie that they just did to do like an action flick with the footage with Alexander the Great. I don't know why they're doing that, but okay, it's silly. Our jobs as actors and actresses are done. The rest is up to the editing staff. Wow, I wasn't sure how things were gonna end up being, but guess it all ended well. Oh well, getting paid in the end. Good work, Raul. And you did amazing for this being your first film. Wait, that's a lie. Oh, are you talking to Lynette? Lynette was filming in this too. You may get an award for Best Supporting Actress. Heavens no! But thank you for saying that. Time to party, everyone. We're gonna grab some awesome oysters again. Gonna get poisoned again. Hey, our wonderful director is speaking like he usually does again. I guess that means he snapped out of his mode. So, you two going? Going? Going where? Raul looks at me. I think he's waiting for me to reply. Oh, maybe we should go off somewhere on our own. If Raul goes, then yes. Well, I'll go if that's the case. They're attached to the hip now. Out to the bar. The restaurant is the same one that Raul took me to the last time. Great job on finishing the film! Now then, cheers! Cheers! Everyone taps everyone's drinking glasses before gulping down their drinks. As for me and Raul, we're sitting next to each other at the bar like last time when we had the party with the Sillywood actors in attendance. Our actress is gonna like walk up to Raul for a night. A night indeed. It all feels like yesterday. It feels like we've done a lot in such a short time. Come to think of it, Emma Winston said that I had no chance of debuting as an actress. Now you can rub her nose in it. Take that, Emma Winston. I'm now in a weird romance action movie. What do you want? I'll have a cosmopolitan. Gotcha. Raul lets out a gentle smile, then asks the bartender to make 2 cosmopolitans. It was the first cocktail Raul recommended to me. It's sweet and had a bit of a kick to it. Once we got our cocktails, we do a private cheers together. Cheers! Cheers! We're sipping our cocktails without a word. I can tell Raul is getting jitters right now. He glances at me and opens his mouth as if he wants to say something, and then hesitantly closes his mouth shut. Now he's being all shy. Seems like Raul has something to say to me, so I'm simply waiting for him to break the ice. We're supposed to be lovers now, but things are mighty awkward still. And now he's like opposite of casual self. Now he's like, oh, I don't know how to talk to you. I'm so embarrassed. Guys like literally like slept with each other like the first night. We haven't kissed at all since we returned. The last time we kissed was when we were in Celestia. Maybe he's already tired of being with me. We're sipping away at our cocktails when suddenly I notice someone take a seat next to Raul. Oh no, he's getting propositioned. Hands off! Sillywood actress. Hi there, Raul! So how about tonight? Sorry. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. Oh, really? Got it. I'll make sure I won't bother you about it again. Thanks. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice of them. She's like, oh, you're already taken? Okay, bye. Raul looks on as the actress waves her hand goodbye before walking away. And that's it. We go back to drinking our cocktails in silence. This feels like back when we had a drink together for the first time. Raul didn't outright refuse the actresses who approached him for favors. All he did was sip on his cocktail with a smile on his face as he told them that he'll give back to them one day. This time he outright refused. Does this mean things are still going between us? We sit so close to each other that our shoulders are about to touch. And yet all we do is drink away without saying a word. She's unsure. She needs the reassurance, even though he literally went up to Celestian and he's like, Lynette, I love you. And she's like, but does he? She needs that. She needs another reassurance. For being a party, time is moving by in silence. The night slowly reaches the late hours. With the party done, Raul and I are walking in Los York in the midst of the night. From 7th Avenue, we head to 6th Avenue. From 6th Avenue, we head to 4th Avenue. We finally reach my home on 2nd Avenue, where we finally stop. We're here. Raul quietly smiles next to me. All he did was escort me back home. I thought we were lovers. You're not gonna invite me to your place again today? I just couldn't hold myself back any longer. Raul's eyes widen hearing my words. You don't mind coming to my place? I haven't been to your place in ages, Raul. Oh, she's like, it's mighty dry. There's too much of a dry spell. I thought you were just being careful with the shoot going on, but we're finally done. I look at Raul to see a tone of seriousness dwell in his expression. He goes deep into thought and then finally comes to a resolve to speak what was on his mind. I wasn't sure the whole time whether you were fine being with me. Huh? I tilt my head in confusion as he looks at me with a frown. Minerva said that, as Cupid, you would become human if you fall in love and kiss your love, right? But you were able to use your arrows. So I thought this was your last chance of staying as Cupid if you wanted to. Which is why I didn't do anything. I wasn't sure if I was really worth it to you. Oh. I mean, he's giving her the choice. It is a life-changing choice to just give up your divinity. Not many of us will have that choice, but... That was bothering you this whole time? Of course it was bothering me. You changing who you are for my sake? I don't have the right to take away that option from you. Raul is very serious here. His expression is quite telling. I love you. I want to be with you forever. But if you want to remain Cupid, then... You're willing to give up because of that? Huh? It's too late. My option is long gone. Yeah, like she already lost her bow and arrow. But, I mean, I guess it was impressive that she was still able to use it. But it took a lot out of her to, like, even draw it. I don't have the option to choose to remain as Cupid anymore because my love of you is worth more than that, Raul. Raul holds his breath and grabs my hand. His eyes glimmers with passion. Also, she did take the bow and arrow away too. Unless he can like come back down and be like, here. You have the choice. You're really gonna choose me? I think she made her choice. She made her choice a while ago to save you. Of course. Can I hold you in my arms? Yes. Can I kiss you? Yes. He holds me tight. Oh, he's asking permission for everything. What a gentleman. Our lips come together ever so naturally. My heart throbs for the long-awaited kiss. Ooh. Passion. The kiss only lasted a second, but I could tell it was enough to light a fire inside Raul. Our fingers come together as we kiss out in the open. Words aren't needed now. Are they going back to his place? Or Lynette's place? Oh? Shower? Oh my! Oh! Okay. Steamy romance. The sound of the shower separates us from the world. Are they in his shower? The one that's like a clear window to the world? Everyone can see them if they have binoculars. We kiss for a long while as if we're holding a sacred ritual. Oh my. We use the excuse that we're washing our sweat off from the last day of shooting to escape here together. We know we're both thinking the same thing. We touch each other's hands, and before I know it, our lips come together. We kiss as we feel our heat through our skin. That's all we're doing, and it already feels like we're doing more than just a kiss right now. Our kiss isn't fiery, but rather it's the most gentle, most exciting kiss that we've ever had. Our wet eyelashes touch each other as we look at each other's eyes. Are you nervous? I am. After all, it's the first time I'm going to be spending a real night with the person I love. I've slept with him twice before, but those don't count. But I wasn't aware of what we were doing the first time. The second was simply done from primal urges. Okay. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. This is the first time I'll be sleeping with someone who have I stated my love to. My true love. Me too. Which is why I'm really nervous now. Really, Raul? I thought he's been through this a lot already. He pouts, seeing a surprised look on my face. Really, you are my first love, you know. Don't tell me you forgot that. You're the one who taught me what love is about. He whispers his words at me as we kiss again. He's fondling with my hair with his fingers. That's an interesting word to use for hair, fondling. Ah, Lynette. Thank you for teaching me love. I bet I would have never felt this way if I didn't meet you. I never knew how good it feels to kiss someone you really love. Feels like I'm basking under the warm sun while my heart is racing. I feel like a new person every second. He runs his fingertips on my cheek and then gives me a sweet kiss. Raul! I can tell his body reacts each time I call his name. The gentle kiss earlier is now deep. He pulls my hips towards him. Oh, okay, we're getting serious now. Getting into the home run territory. Sorry, I don't think I can hold myself back any longer. He whispers as quietly as possible and then closes in on my body. The towels wrapping our bodies fall to the floor and absorb the running water. And why do you have the towels on in the shower? The steam and the sound of sprinkling water removes us from the world. We reach out to each other as if we're going to do this for the first time, as those who found love. Okay. We spent as much time as we could expressing our love to each other. We're now lying down on the bed, savoring the time that we spent. That felt good, didn't it? Yes. We look at each other, though I'm in a daze with sleep coming upon me. You're right. It's way different being with the person you love. This was special for sure. I never felt this satisfied in my life before. Me too. I've never felt this way before. My experience wasn't enough to fully comprehend what happened. We came together as one, while I let my body follow what primal instincts I had. What I can say now is that I'm the happiest person in this world right now. Raul lets out a yawn as he rubs his sleepy eyes. Man, I'm beat. I never thought having love was this tiring. Raul smiles and holds my hand with his fingers between mine. He runs his pointer finger down my ring finger. Say, how about we go buy you a ring tomorrow? Huh? A ring? Let's go and get you your wedding ring. Oh, okay, this is how we're proposing now? Really? Isn't your agent gonna be angry? Who cares about the agent? She's not here. Like, she's not coming in between. She's not our bedmate. Keep her out of this. I mean, his agent did keep reiterating that he can't get married because he's an actor with a future ahead of him. Raul shakes his head. I mean, you're not gonna marry the manager. It doesn't matter if my agent is angry. I don't want someone sweeping you away from me, so I want to buy us a matching pair of rings. I think I said that in my script. He's supposed to be everyone's Raul Aconite, the Sillywood actor. But I don't want him to be taken away from me too, so I nod and let out a smile in response. I know. So some fans might get a little jelly, because they can no longer fantasize about Raul, the single man. I want a matching pair of rings too. Then it's settled. Raul lets out a bright smile, then nudges himself closer to me. Raul gives me a kiss and looks straight into my eyes. He looks at me with his loving eyes. Eyes that finally learned love. Lynette, please marry me. Of course I will. I love you, Raul. Me too. I love you, Lynette. Our bodies touch and our legs wrap around each other once again. Oh, round two. We kiss as we wrap our arms and fingers around each other. I doubt I'll get tired of this anytime soon. We're madly in love, even without me using my Cupid arrow. We kiss to check our love as our senses ask for more. I never knew love could be endless. I didn't know that despite being Cupid. Our burning love blossoms like the brightness of the sun. I'm sure I can absorb this as long as he's my love. The former Alexander the Great and the former Cupid have finally learned love and are now bound as one. We share our secrets and our kisses. We smile as we hold hope for an even brighter future. A future that didn't exist back when I was Cupid. We will be together enjoying what each day brings. We will share our feelings together every day. We close our eyes and kiss again. Oh. Oh, sweet! Now it's a very steamy ending. Oh, credits. This song is usually very loud, so let's put that down a bit into the green. Don't want it peaking. Okay, yeah, I liked Raul's route. I think a lot of other people liked it too. I was a little concerned because it didn't look like we were gonna have it didn't look like Lynette and Raul were gonna mesh very well, just because they were in separate spheres. He was a high profile actor, but man, they started the route hard, and then like somehow made it wholesome, and then brought it back around to steamy again. But yeah, it was good. I see why they picked this to be the 4th route that you have to play. Cause yeah, now doing that route, I'm never gonna look at Minerva the same. I'm gonna like spot Minerva in Alan's route and I'm gonna be like, you traitor! You set me up! You're just after my bow and arrow! But yeah, I wonder how crazy Alan's route's gonna be. They suggest you do him last, but you could do Alan's route like earlier if you wanted to. Like all that's required for a Raul and Alan is that you complete one route. Yeah, it'll be interesting. How are they gonna make Alan likable? They made Raul likable when I thought I wouldn't really like him that much. But it might be a little hard for Alan. Alan just seems so slimy. He's like a slimy, like, cheater. He's just... I guess it's like, it might be his nature because he's like an incubus, but... Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna turn it around. But yeah, this route was fun because of all the plot twists and Minerva betraying you and... that whole Indiana Jones ride that we did was hilarious, and I had like no idea what was happening. Oh, that's a wholesome moment. I love that CG where they're like just in Celestia, just proposing her love, or Raul proposing his love to Cupid. All right, the volume back. A red carpet love story. This is our happy end. There is a phrase, love Cupid. Cupid is the name of a god who fulfills love. This is a story where I'll be that goddess. A story about supporting cute couples and delivering true love to them. Second Avenue woman. Say, did you see Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 already? Sure did! That was amazing! Raul Akinite was so cool, and his sweet acting was just something to die for. I never knew Raul Akinite could play a part like that. First I thought it didn't match seeing him in a movie about romance, but he fit in perfect. The actress was pretty cute too! That movie is going to be the #1 hit of this year, hands down! I wish I experienced love like that. Speaking of, did you know that the actress that appeared is actually working as an advisor at Cupid Corp? Huh? Really? Ah, so that's why they had that promotion. You know, about them holding that free membership campaign? Yeah, so I actually enrolled already. Okay, use that to drum up some more business. Come on, you could have told me sooner. I want to join too. Let's go there then. They have an introductory special too. Let's go find love. Let's go. I hope I can fall in love like in the movie. There they go. let's just find a matchmaker for funsies. Because I saw it in a movie. You alright? Got a cold? Because we're still naked. Oh, I'm fine. Just some dust, I guess. I'm lying down on the bed with Raul. We're reading some news on my smartphone. We keep reading news related to mythology, along with one other matter of interest. News in relation to Goddess Upon the Camel, Part 2. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I've since decided to become an actress with Raul by my side. What about your job at Cupid Corp? Just abandon it. I mean, like, starring in one movie could be fun. My mom's actually like, she wasn't a star, but she was like a side character in a movie. You can do gigs like that, but does she really want to, like, abandon her job at Cupid Corp? I'm a top bridal advisor and an actress now. I've been using my newfound profession as a way to reel in members to Cupid Corp. Okay, if that's the way they want to spin it. It seems like a little time-consuming to do both, though, full-time. I don't have my arrows anymore, but I still am Cupid. I'm using my position as an actress now to bring people together. I'm praying that my new means will help as many people discover and find happiness and love. Jeez, looks like all the sites are picking up on Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2. Hey look, this guy wants you to be his personal advisor. Heh, guess he's still got it as Cupid. Huh? What's wrong? Wrong? Aren't you nervous, Raul? More excited than nervous, to be honest. I mean, this is your first step into stardom. If anything, I'm more serious about the bigger event tomorrow. Tomorrow? We're holding our hands with our brilliant matching rings on our finger. We look at it, then look at each other. We're finally gonna get married. These rings are our vows. I've asked him to hold the wedding back till we finish today's event. Today's event. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. Right, but this is still nerve-wracking. Wait, what are we doing? I lean on Raul as he pats me gently on my back. Now, cute girl like you deserves this. Raul smiles and gives me a kiss. I close my eyes amid the warmth around me. Like magic, being kissed by someone you love fills you with the energy you need. We feel the heat as our legs come together. I wonder how long it's been since I started living here like this. I assume most couples calm down a bit after living together for a while. But in our case, the more we're together, the more we fall deeper in love. We're stuck together like a pair of mating doves. Oh my. Don't worry, I'll be with you so everything will be fine. Really? Yeah. Raul lets out an innocent smile, then gently kisses me again. He knows what to do to ease my soul. This place is my most favorite place in the world. The gentle kissing slowly goes deeper. I suddenly snap out of the euphoria from his sensual touch. Not now, Raul. We need to get ready. Already? We still got some time. Oh, stop. This is just one day we can't be late, ever. After all, we need to attend the the Acrapity Awards. Wasn't that hard to say, Academy? The red carpet lies ahead of me. Raul and I slowly place our feet on the carpet. Aw. Well, it's not a wedding outfit, but it certainly is glamorous. It's on the red carpet. Lights start flashing around us the moment we stand upon the red carpet. Raul places his arms around my waist and calmly smiles at the flashing camera. Do they have their rings on? No. Or is that the wrong hand? I follow suit and straighten myself. I then move closer to Raul and smile. Who's James? Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 stars Raul Aconite and Lynette Meir have arrived. Mind if we get a few words from you? Are you an interviewer? He pushes his mic in front of us. I look up at Raul. He calmly winks at the audience and the camera. Hey there, Raul Aconite here, and long time no see. I think the last time I've been here was for Jurassic Pike. I'm happy I've been nominated, but I'd be happier if I actually win an award. Come down and see Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 if you haven't yet, you hear? Thank you very much. Now then, Miss Meir, you're nominated for Best Supporting Actress on your movie debut. Is there anything you'd like to say? I'm honored to have a chance on being part of my favorite movie, Goddess Upon the Camel, and even more honored to be nominated. Thank you very much. You need to calm down a bit. Not like I've done this before. My debut was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. It's more amazing than losing my arrows as Cupid. It's more amazing than losing your divinity. Many of the fans have found the romance between you two to be very organic, but I see you're both wearing matching rings. Can we assume you're both having a private relationship? Raul and I look at each other. I ask him with my eyes if we should disclose our relationship, to which he winks yes. Yes, she's my personal goddess. Raul pulls me into his arms. Suddenly, the audience lets out a cheer. And the crowd goes wild. What? Really? We got a scoop! Amid the crowd, I can hear the clamor of voices and confetti start to fly amid the air. I hear someone yell out, "There really is a Cupid! There really is a god!" This is the story of Cupid, a real goddess, turned lover to become someone's goddess. The sound of surprise and congratulations rise from the crowd. We hold our hands and walk down the red carpet. Okay, that was a cute CG. It wasn't a wedding gown, but it was their own glamorous day. Being actor and actress. Alright, that's the end. But we're gonna go back in. Alright, so now we need to get the not so happy endings. Let's start with the normal ending. I need to go all the way back to... where'd that save file? Where I had a choice, not the common route. Mythical accident, I think? That was... It says load save file... Oh wait, load save file 3, yeah. Right? I think it was in the mythical accident one. We'll see. Alright, load this save file. Okay, this is where we're... Right, did Raul got hurt from that crazy lady, and now we have to make a choice. I'll leave after he falls asleep, which is not a nice thing to do. He's pining for her, doesn't want her to leave. So, alright, let's pick the wrong choices. Let's get you to bed first. I'll make my decision after we see how you're doing, okay? I have a feeling that Raul won't be getting any rest if I stay around. I'm sure that's the best choice, to stay until he falls asleep. Then, quietly, take my leave. Gotcha. I'm heading to my room then. Raul walks upstairs to his bedroom with a gloomy expression on his face. I get the feeling that's not what he wanted to hear. I feel even worse watching him wobble his way to his room. Should have just told him that I'd stay the night, regardless of how I feel. He's clearly feeling lonely. Granted, it's kind of my fault that he was stalked and then injured. I feel obligated to stay as part of my work as his advisor. Plus, he said he wouldn't do anything. It's okay, right? True, but... keep going back and forth about my decision as I wash the dishes. Now that I'm done, I head up to check on him. He's sleeping near the edge of the bed. He wants you to sleep next to him. He's made a very obvious space on his bed for me. Plus, he's sleeping so close to the edge, I'm worried he'll roll off. It's like, look at all this real estate here. Climb aboard. Fine. I guess it's fine. Raul's asleep anyway. Plus, I need some rest too. Pretty worn out after everything that's happened. Plus, it's a pain trying to go home now. I try to hold back my yawns by closing my mouth tight as I prepare to lay down. It's already 2 in the morning. Alright, can I skip? Okay, now I can skip. Skip. See how fast the choices are. Next choice. Actually, I think the next choice we have to like pick the same one. I'm kind of curious about like the oyster choice. Because that looks like it becomes a bad ending. It's like, does it just kill us? Alright, oysters are here. Alright, we want to still pick the plump oyster on the far right, or else I'm guessing this choice will just, like, shovel us into a bad ending, aka kill us. Like, it's kind of mean there's, like, choices like that in Otome games. Like, it doesn't really, like, raise a stat or, like, increase a relationship. It just, like, boop, you die. I think there's, like, some other game that did that. It's been a while. I think I played Amnesia, like, a really long time ago. And I remember I picked, like, one wrong option, and I'm just like, you die. I was like, oh, I didn't know that would happen. I, like, got pushed to a lake or something. I was like, oh. Thought the worst that would happen was that, like, I wouldn't get the love interest. I don't think there's any, like... We've had silly endings in this Otome game, but we haven't had endings where we're like, they try to kill us. And even, like, the normal and bad endings, like, even if we don't get the guy, it's like, wow, he's doing some weird stuff. Or we're still with the guy. In Gil's case, we still land up with him. It's just, like, a toxic relationship. Alright. So next choice is a while. Next choice is when we're in the flippin' abyss. The cave. The Cave of Wonders. The Indiana Jones ride. It's been so long since I've like been to Disneyland. I do kind of want to go again, but then I just think of the crowds and I'm like, it's not going to be as magical with all the crowds. Thought maybe it might be fun though to take. I think my boyfriend's like ever been to Disneyland. My sister, on the other hand, she likes going to Disneyland like every year. I think she has like some sort of annual pass. They seem to go quite often, and they always bring home like a mug. I'm like, why do we have all these Disney mugs? Like more mugs than we can ever use. There's like such weird shapes too. I was like, they're like interesting shapes, but I'm just like, wow, this is like probably terrible to clean this. Because it's like there's so many crevices, so many crevasses. Where all the coffee and gunk can get stuck. Oh, there's the manticore, the Minerva manticore. Wonder why it looks like her. They never really explained like why that was here. I just kind of assumed it was Minerva's after like the correlation that she was like betraying us, but like did she let it out of like, did she like take it away from Hermes or something? And like dye it her colors or something? We should go right. Wrong option. According to my wild or divine intuition, I think the right path is right, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, let's take a break here. We walked quite a long road today. It was true that this place was wider than the path we were walking on. I nodded and sat on the ground with Raul, since we were both bending our bodies a little. Our bodies were stiff. We looked at the divided point where we drank the water we drew and ate some portable food. Wind was blowing from both sides. If only Chi was with us, I'm sure we would know the way soon. Surprisingly, Chi is good at detecting danger. Not letting me skip. If there's a big dog at the end of the road, Chi would lead us away from that. Chi hates big dogs. However, Chi isn't here now. While I was sad about that, Raul was shining his light on the rock walls. His eyes were gleaming. Interesting. The stratum here is completely different from that a few feet away. Seems like we're quite deep below the ground. If we look closer, the rock cliff is getting more and more black. Maybe this stratum was made during the last glacial age. Last glacial age? It's the glacial age that happened 25,000 years ago. It was discovered from the stratum that there was a massive flood in that age. Noah's Ark in Genesis, I can't say that word now. Matsya of Lapuna, India myth or Hinduism. The flood of Deucalion in the Greek myth. There really are stories of massive floods and folklores all around the world. That might have been true. Do you remember the massive flood? Huh? I'm not sure. I don't remember it, but... Actually, I don't think I've lived for more than 25,000 years. I don't know, she's the 87th Cupid. Wonder what she was doing, like, before this? Was she, like, just a human that they, like, plucked off Earth or something? I don't know. Seems kind of weird that they could just have 87 Cupids lying around. When was the first Cupid sighting again? Was the flood of Deucalion in the Greek myth the flood that Lord Jupiter summoned? Yeah, it said that he was tired of humans' impudence and cruelty, so he tried to reset the whole civilization. Tired of human impudence and cruelty, huh? It's still not letting me skip. I felt like I've read this before, but it's probably because I picked a different dialogue option, so I'm guessing the boxes still consider itself like new dialogue. I've never spoken with Lord Jupiter properly, so I don't know, but Dad might say that. And when they get serious about it, gods are powerful enough to do so. It was the first time I thought that was frightening, although I'm one of the gods. I came to the human realm 6 years ago. I spent so long living as a god that I forget that I'm actually a god. And now I don't feel all that different from humans. I can do some things when I can see the sky, where Celestia is, but I'm nearly useless underground. Anyway, we must go back outside. I was suddenly impatient and I took out the sleeping bag from the backpack. Hey, let's sleep early and take a good rest today. Perhaps we can find out the real path when we wake up. You're right. Raul quit observing the stratum and sank into the sleeping bag. I lied down along with him. We fell asleep in an instant because of our fatigue and warmth, and then Raul was gonna have his eureka moment to go left. A few hours later, Raul suddenly jumped up. I got it! It's the left one! Whoa, you freaked me out! I jumped up because of the loud voice. Raul shined his eyes and pointed to the left path. I was told to go left in my dream. Maybe the gods guided us again. Alright, now it's letting me skip, I think. Or not. What? According to my wild or divine intuition, I thought it was the right one, but I'm not sure. How did the god look? Okay. Now I can skip. Just for him to tell me that it was the left path. All that dialogue. Alright. Back to heaven. And we get fall unconscious and die. And then we have wholesome confession. And then the ultimate betrayal. That freaking, like, stab. Practically backstab there. Just plunge an arrow in his heart. It's freaking terrifying. Alright. Honors, decorations, magnificence. Alright, the wall's getting destroyed. The only way I can think of this going south is if, like, we don't, Like, we don't save Raul. He just stays as Alexander the Great. Alright, why did you do all this? Why did you do all this? Why? Because I love him, of course. I don't care what anyone thinks as long as I have him. She smiles with a hint of sadness and gently places her hand onto Raul. No, Alexander's arm. Okay, that was it. That was all the new dialogue. Alright, one is... Oh. Get stabbed. Do we still save him? Okay, it looks like we still save him. Love prevails. Part-time parasite. Okay, this is the new chapter. A few months later, Raul and I met up in front of the university. Today is the monthly debate of the Mythological Society. Sorry to keep you waiting. I got our lunch boxes. I arrive at the university to see Raul there as usual. Yes, the actor Raul Aconite. He's a mythology nerd and now my lover. That day when Raul was able to suppress Alexander. The divine soldiers came down to take Auntie back to Celestia. My dad took care of the aftermath of the calamities, so the damage done to the human world was kept to a minimal. As for my Cupid arrows, she took them and flew away to Celestia. With all that settled, Raul was able to finish his part in Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2. As for me, I'm back here in Cupid Corp working as an advisor. I got a promotion, so I'm the chief bridal advisor now. Okay, she got that promotion, but she's not an actress, but she still got that promotion. But it sort of went to waste since there was no time for me to gloat to my dad, and also because I turned into a human. Didn't think about that, huh? Like, can't rub your dad's nose in it because now you're stuck down here. I later found out about what happened in Celestia from an email that I got from Dad. He sent it from Auntie's confiscated phone. He wrote in an email that I was right and that what Auntie did had made the gods reconsider about their divine interventions. Auntie was sent to prison, so I bet she won't come out for 100 years at least. What that means is that she won't cause trouble. And so, the Alexander the Great incident came to a close. Everything is back to normal again. All that was left is me losing my right as Cupid, who is now living as a human with the mythology nerd, the obsessed parasite, Raul. Is there a problem? Huh? You haven't taken a bite yet. I completely forgot about eating the lunch he got for us. I grabbed a sandwich and then looked up to the sky. Oh, I was just thinking about how everyone was doing. Everyone as in the gods up in Celestia? Yeah. You know, like Chi, my dad, and Auntie. I'm sure they're fine. If not, the weather wouldn't be this great, right? Raul lets out an innocent smile, then takes another bite. Heh, you're right. If something is wrong in Celestia, like if Auntie and Lord Jupiter were fighting, then the weather wouldn't be this calm. More storms. The weather has been great, and there isn't a sign of thunder anywhere. I'm sure things are fine. We let out a chuckle before taking another bite out of our sandwiches. Raul, the former Alexander the Great, and I, the former Cupid, were living our lives as humans in peace. We both went to Celestia while I was an actual god, which is why we're attending the debate today. It would be a colossal waste of knowledge if we didn't share what we do. They're gonna think you're all crazy people. Well, let's get going. Sure. Raul's gonna be like, and then I was actually the reincarnation of Alexander the Great. And they're gonna be like, shut up, Raul, you're drunk. We finish our lunch boxes and prepare to go in. Today's debate should be themed around Greek mythology. We step inside the classroom when suddenly the members surround us. Teach, I read your latest book! I bought it too, can you sign it? Thank you everyone! I sign away on the books in order as they come in. We've been publishing books as experts on mythology. Oh, okay. Instead of becoming an actress, she becomes an author. Of weird theories. Some were novels and others were writings on our findings and studies. We've already released a good number of publications about what we know about Celestia under the name Raul and Lynette. And people are just taking it at face value. It's like, does this have to be like peer review? They're just gonna be like, oh, you went to heaven? Okay, I believe you. Why we're doing this is because we don't want to lose our knowledge to time. Strange to assume myths only refer to the past and not the present. It's not like the gods are gone or anything. If anything, gods exist, but the people don't believe in them anymore. Which means what myths we know need to be updated. So we decided to publish our works, but I didn't expect them to be this successful. I now have fans in the Mythological Society and even became their debate leader and teacher. I never expected this would happen. I didn't either. Both routes took like kind of a weird turn. Like, you know, like some normal endings, they just feel like the prequel to the happy ending. Like, oh, they're just in a steady relationship, and then later they get married. This is like two branches of a path, like actress path or author path. Teach, after we're done with the debate, how about coming over to my place and we discuss? Oh, no. No, you have to come to my place. Raul's gonna get mad. Not gonna want Lynette just going to random dudes' places. Nope, she's mine. Raul lifts me into his arms and moves me away from the crowd. Everyone lets out a deep sigh, seeing Raul lift me away from them. I can't believe Teach was swept away by someone who professed Neptune was a female. That's not fair, Raul. She belongs to all of us. No, I'm not Claire's. I'm not the village bike. Nope. Raul lets out a chuckle and walks to a nearby seat and puts me down on his lap. It's always like this. Raul purposely puts me on his lap to show that he's special. And he looks so happy doing it. No one here sees Raul the actor. They treat him as a mythology-loving brethren and friend. Hey, I'm a teacher and leader here too. Remember that she and I were the ones to find those ruins in Greece? Oh, you're referring to your article on Pluto's underground shrine? I read it, but you crossed the line with that. I mean, a Manticore? Seriously? But they're all true. We should have kept a trophy. Keep the Manticore's tail. Yes, they're true, alright, but unbelievable. But we did find out later that those were things that my aunt probably added to the ruins later. What we also discovered was that the shrine itself was made for Pluto around 4,000 years ago. Come to think of it, maybe Pluto wanted to invite Cupid to Hades when you activated that hole we fell through. Huh? You think? I thought that was just some kind of coincidence. Like, wrenched your foot. Why would Pluto want Lynette? He already has Persephone. Or what's her name in Roman mythology? I know Hades and Persephone, but they have like different names, Romanized names. What are you two talking to yourselves about? This isn't a place for couples to be fooling around, you know. But we're not fooling around. Oh, we are a couple, so we'll give you that. Raul, stop it! Now let's get on with the debate. Let me start on the subject of Venus. Okay! With my words, everyone takes their seat. Now that we have order, I get off Raul's lap and pass out my report to everyone before we're heading to the chalkboard. Now then, please open to page 1 and look at diagram 1-1. I start talking about my subject for the day. Everyone is listening intently as I continue with my report. Oh, now that's new. Good-handed to you, Teach, sharp as usual. More praises. I also hear many giving me their interesting perspectives. Another satisfying day spending my time here at the Mythological Society. She just became a part-time parasite. She's now the obsessed parasite nerd. The mythology buff. Before I knew it, we were done and this month's debate has been adjourned. Thank you, everyone. See you all next month. See ya! Everyone waves at me as I take my leave with Raul in tow. Well, how about we head to the library today? Again? Yeah, we need to get more information for the next subject. It was supposed to be about Cupid, right? But she's the first person resource. We're working to publish a new book as Raul and Lynette. The subject explores a concept regarding Cupid as a title that is given to various gods. So I've been pretty much living with Raul at his place recently to get the publication ready. In turn, Claire seems pretty sad not seeing me around lately. I really should spend more time at my place down on 2nd. But at this rate, I doubt I have time to spend at home right now. We've been having a hard time finding evidence to support that Cupid is merely a title as handed through generations. In the first place, there aren't many materials touching on Cupid. This turned out to be way more than we expected. But we checked most of everything we could find at the library. Don't worry, I think I've taken a different approach this time. Different approach? I think of checking outside the mythology section. Raul smiles and holds my hand. Come on, let's go. Okay. This felt more like a date with Raul at the library. Time well spent in my eyes. I happily nod in response to his suggestion. They're going to the library, but... Oh, okay. Raul? Oh, they're getting a little frisky between the bookcases. That's cute. This is like just sneaking a peek as they cuddle. What's up? This is making it incredibly hard to read. Oh, come on. We can read the book together and stay close to one another. Shooting 2 birds with 1 stone, if you ask me. But what if someone sees us? Don't worry. No one really comes around here, and I haven't seen many here myself. Come on, why don't we just spend a little quality time together? Are you gonna give him a show? Raul whispers in my ear before pressing a kiss. I almost dropped the book from the tickle. Hey, Raul, if we're doing this, we should do it at your place instead. You're coming after this, right? Well, then I guess I better borrow lots of books that we can use for discussion. You remember back when we talked about checking into the concept of ancient astronauts? I've actually been reading on it a lot recently. Thought that maybe we can find a hint on Cupid around that subject. Raul picks a book from the shelf as he's talking ever so lightheartedly. That's a strange book he picked. Alien Gods, Secrets of Pyramids Revealed? I open the book as we sit together in close company. We read a bit, but it doesn't seem to have what we're looking for. Guess that didn't help. This is one tough subject we put on ourselves. Sure is. We keep taking books from the shelves, read them, and place them back. I'm about finished with my book now. You know, I've been thinking, maybe we don't need to write about it. Oh, whoops. Oh, you just said so. Huh? I mean, we're the only ones who know the truth right now, and I'm actually good with that. What we've been through is beyond surreal at this point. We could talk about Celestia or how Minerva awakened Alexander the Great. They all sound like something taken from a fantasy flick. Raul and I were the only ones who knew of the secret behind Cupid, and I'm absolutely fine with that. Our secret, huh? Sounds neat. Raul sways happily as he holds me in his arms. I'm the only one who knows that you're the real Cupid. Yeah, sweet. And I'm the only one who knows that our dear former goddess is here is actually shy and loves fun, and my face is getting hot by the minute hearing his words. Well, let's kiss. I blush hearing him whisper again into my ear. Me so forward, oh. When we get home? Why home when the time is ripe right now? I also want to see you blush too. Don't tell me you wanted to come here because of this. I angrily turn around, only to be greeted by Raul with a firm kiss on my lips. Gotcha. This is amazingly embarrassing. I actually heard her lips come apart. I hurriedly give the book in my hand a squeeze to prevent myself from dropping it. We're in the library and I don't want to bring attention with the book falling on the floor right now. Unbelievable, Raul. I love you. Raul chuckles and gives me another kiss. A tender and slightly ticklish kiss on my lips. It is why I'm not letting anyone have you. It's your fault for becoming the leader of the society. Says the Sillywood actor Raul. That has nothing to do with the fact that the Mythology Society is filled with guys. I was worried, you know. Raul pouts and puffs his cheeks. He lets out the child in him sometimes, despite being so tall and mature. Which is why that's what I love about him. I can look past his pranks because of his sweet innocence. Heh. Everyone knows that I already love you, Raul. I look around before giving him a kiss. He suddenly lets out a bright smile. Alright, then we'll keep our Cupid knowledge a secret then. We're the only ones who'll ever know that Cupid was just a title, and that the 87th Cupid was such a cute girl. Raul puts the book that was in my hand back in place on the shelf and gives me a good hug. Sounds good. We should also keep secret that Cupid lost her powers after falling in love with a mortal man. Yep, it'll be our secret. I love you, Lynette. I love you too, Raul. We relay our love to each other as we quietly kiss in the corner of the library. Our kiss here in the library and the fact that I was once Cupid is a secret. I know what we've been through is simply unbelievable, but everything is true. Now then, for the next publication, maybe we can make a fictional story of Cupid being a girl. A non-fiction story under the guise of fiction. I'm sure people won't mind us releasing such a book. It would be so mind-blowing that no one would believe it. I think I'll write at the very end that what the reader has read is all true. I wonder what people would think seeing that. Maybe some will believe that Cupid really was a girl. But if that happens, I'm sure the 88th Cupid would be surprised. It's okay, right? After all, it is true that Cupid was a girl. Oh. This is a more mischievous Raul in this ending. Okay, back to the title screen. So that's it for the normal end. Now, we got bad end and... Wait, bad end... It's actually supposed to be 2 bad ends? Or is that... Yeah, I'll just have to double check it. But yeah, for some reason the guide lists bad end 1 and then it just skips to bad end 3. I'm like, what happened to bad end 2? Like 1 and 3. Like, am I crazy? Am I just reading this wrong? Oh, there might be another common route. There's actually another common route bad end. Oh god, it's called Parasite Harem. You can only finish it after clearing either Raul or Alan's route. Maybe I'll do it after Alan's route. It sounds like it's like a harem ending. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the oyster. This one. Love that. Alright, now we have to pick the oyster. The small oyster under the slice of lemon. Is this gonna, like, kill us? After giving it some thought, I decided to eat the small oyster under the slice of lemon. I eat it in one swoop and give it a good chew, and then swallow it down. Suddenly... Uh-oh. I feel something strange coming down on me. Not that I feel bad, but... my senses are telling me that I made the wrong choice. So how is it? Anything strange with it? Oh, I think that oyster I just ate was a bit weird. Huh? You alright? You want to spit it out? Well, I did swallow it already. Oh, okay. You know, I think I'll pass for now. He's never gonna get over his oyster problem now. Raul gently pushes the plate of oysters away from him. I'm sure they're fine, but I don't want to risk Raul over something he doesn't want. There are other good foods around anyway. He doesn't need to force himself to eat the oysters. With that behind, Raul and I continue munching on the other meals. But as time went on, I felt something rising from my stomach, and... I feel sick! This isn't good! Is she gonna puke? My body is slowly getting cold, and I can't get myself to move from the stomach ache and the bile rising inside of me. Hey, are you alright? I shake my head, as talking is probably gonna make me puke. I feel sick. I want to say that, but I can't, and now I can't even get myself to walk. My body feels completely cold now, and my stomach is wrenched in pain. With that, I go unconscious. Alright, dead. What the? She's down. It's the oysters. She's down from the oysters. Satan has struck. The final battle is about to begin right here in Los York. The dishonorable Mayor Oyster. A few days later. Oh god. I'm friends with my toilet again. I think I'm going to die. I never expected food poisoning from eating oysters is this bad. That day, after the incident involving the ambulance, I've been diagnosed with food poisoning from the oyster I ate. Eating it raw was dangerous after all. Exactly like Raul said, oysters are Satan. Even I couldn't fight off the food poisoning from the oysters as a god. So far, my days have been filled with vomiting and fainting. As a result, I've been staying put asleep, leaving Raul alone with his shoots. Lynette, are you alright? Here, some water. Come on, that's not what girls like you should be doing. But, oyster, I just can't. Just make sure you drink lots of water, okay? Thanks. As you can see, she's not able to talk right now. So it'd be great if you can come by again. Manager? Oh. Oh well, fine. Just when I thought things were gonna get good too. Guess it's a lost cause now. Huh? Is that Raul's agent? I want to turn around, but I bet I'll just vomit if I do. I decided to keep myself in this position for a while longer. When it seems like Raul Aconite ditched the shoot and went to Baltimore. What? Huh? Why did he... He went there to harvest oysters, saying something about how oysters are gods because they could bring harm to a god. Oh. What? And we aren't even done with the shoot yet, too. If you don't mind, can you bring him back? I think she's a little bit indisposed right now. I'll take that as a no. Seems like it. I can hear sighing from the living room. Sure, I'd love to bring Raul back. First, I need to somehow drag myself out of the bathroom, but I can't move a bit. Took me a whole week to somehow recover to the point I didn't feel like vomiting. But during then, I really haven't eaten much, so it took another 2 weeks to somehow get myself back to shape. It's been 3 weeks since I had that oyster. Just when I'm finally back to health, I see Raul on TV. Next up, former actor Raul Aconite announced that he will run for the upcoming Baltimore mayoral election. What? Hey there, Raul Aconite speaking, and I'm here to shoot. I'm here to shoot to become the next oyster-loving mayor. Oyster-loving? It almost killed Lynette. Raul Aconite has left his acting career and is now gaining attention for establishing an oyster preservation foundation. Mr. Aconite, many of your fans are saddened that you left your acting career. Why have you decided to run for mayor? Well, because I found out that oysters are near the brink of extinction. At first, I always saw oysters as Satan's minions after getting food poisoning from them, but I was wrong. They're just calling out for help. Food poisoning is just their way of trying to get attention of us humans and the gods. The gods? Oysters have the power of bringing down even the gods. I'm sure it is all so that they can avoid extinction as a species. After learning this, I decided to establish a foundation to protect the oysters. But there's only so much a single person can do. Did he just leave Lynette for an oyster? Oh my god. She's been like dying on the toilet. He's like, wow. Okay, bye. Baltimore is known for their oysters, and I'm sure many would be impacted if the oysters go extinct. Which is why I decided to run for mayor so that we can work together to save the oysters. I hope everyone will offer support. Well, thank you very much. As you can see, there's a strong effort to try and stop the harvesting of oysters in Baltimore, and... okay. I don't know if this is bad, but it's weird. Seems like we're too late. Seems like it. I stop packing my luggage, then drop on the sofa, and just like, oh well. Raul's a lost cause. I was actually preparing to head to Baltimore to bring Raul back. But it seems like he's already dropped his acting career, is now moving into the world of politics. I check out my smartphone and find a scathing email from Raul's agent who saw the news broadcast. And just when his acting for the romance was getting romance bit was getting better, he should have been in love with Lynette by then. This is all because I got food poisoning as a god from the oyster I ate. Well, I didn't eat that oyster back then. Not that regretting what I did makes any difference now. I ate that small oyster under the lemon back then and got food poisoning. It was like playing a game of Russian roulette. I have a feeling things would have been different if I chose a different oyster. Oyster-loving mayor is like telling you to go back and pick a different choice, you fool. Oyster-loving mayor. Raul has the spirit to make things happen, so I bet he'll be a mayor one day, and a great one at that. But I have no reason to be with him anymore. After all, my mission was to give him tips on romance to help with his acting career. Nothing else I can do now. I better get back to work. My role as his advisor is now done. I'll continue my work here at Cupid Corp so that I can get promoted. I mean, I am the bringer of love, Cupid. My role as Cupid doesn't involve protecting oysters. That's it. Oh my gosh. What about all the other romance that happened like before then? It's gonna be like, well, brushing my hands of that. Staying away from the crazy. Alrighty. So now we just have another bad ending. It says bad end 3, which is like kind of weirding me out, but maybe I should look at the flowchart. Can I see the flowchart from here? We have to go all the way back. Food law match test. We have to pick the wrong love match. Can I look at the flowchart for Raul? Oops, yeah. There's that ending. Yeah, there's only one other bad end. Okay. I'm guessing that the other bad end, we have Alan's date still. The last route we have to do. Yeah, so and there's like another bad end here too that we can technically do. After we finish Raul's route, I wonder if it'll let us do it. Let us do it in this prologue, or it's not gonna count unless like we restart a new save. I kind of want to do the last common route bad end though after like Alan's route, because it sounds like that special bad end sounds like a harem ending. Okay, so oh boy, we have a lot of skipping to do. So let's try the test. We want to answer no to every question except two. So no. This one, yes. No, 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 right? Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah. We got agape. we got gills. Brain blanking out. We got a Gills love match, but we're gonna do the Raul route and have the bad love match. So I guess I'll just we'll skip. We'll skip to the actual chapter where we get that bad love match. Alright, bad love match. 30 minutes of skipping later. We're just at the point where Minerva shoves us through the door back down to Earth after striking Raul with the double arrow. It happened. Revelation is upon the human world. Okay, this is gonna be like the Bible, I guess. Lightning and stone flies down from the sky. I look up to the skies in stupor as the ominous weather marks the end of this world. It's Jupiter. Should I give him? I've been playing around with the voice modulator, but I haven't given him a voice. I just like, I do like a pitch shift that I use for Solitis.
I will not let you harm humanity! Ha! How weak! I will destroy all the foolish humans in this world!
Jupiter has been fighting Alexander the Great in the heavens for weeks now. Oh. If only someone could stop this. If only Cupid could stop this. Alexander the Great, who wants to rule the human world, and the Jupiter, who wants to protect the human world, have clashed. As a result, a great war has erupted in Celestia. A modern-day Gigantomachia. Thought Alexander the Great was a normal human. That may be true, but now that I think about it, I recall hearing about how Alexander the Great bore the blood of the gods within him. Whatever the case, now that he took over Raul's body, he's now exhibiting his power as a god. Which is why he isn't falling to Jupiter's attacks and can fly while raining down stones. I thought that was just because he had Minerva's help. The battle between the two gradually escalated now and is now affecting the human world. Ah! Another jet down! Wow, people are just like dying. Each country's air force sent in their jet fighters to stop the battle. but each time they're getting shot down. Jupiter may be fighting to protect humans, but it sort of defeats the purpose with all these casualties. And yet, the two continues to fight. Power is out all over because of the lightning bolts constantly touching ground, which is in turn affecting distribution. Ah, he's so amazing. This is all Auntie's fault. Auntie, you're supposed to be the god of wisdom and war. Stop them and give me back my arrows. When he flexes his muscles in battle like that, it just drives me crazy. Okay. Auntie! She's a lost cause. She can't hear me screaming at her. She's floating in the air and I can't go near her with my power as a god gone. That sucks. Like, you just lost your divinity and now she can't do anything. But be a bystander now. At this rate, the world is going to be destroyed. Though I bet the gods don't really care. I mean, it seems like Jupiter cares. After all, Celestia is detached from Earth. Gigantomachia, Noah and the Genesis flood, Ragnarok, Nostradamus' predictions, and the Mayan apocalypse. Media around the world is broadcasting that the world's end has finally arrived. There's nothing that humans can do about it. I mean, there's a reason they're called gods. Humans are powerless against them. Gods can bring an end to the world if they want to. I shouldn't have fallen in love if it was gonna come to this. If I didn't fall in love, then this world might have been saved. Not that anything will change now. The lightning and stones chip away at Earth. As the world begins to crumble, all I can do is to think about whether there's an afterlife for me and wait. Okay. Just like that. Holy cannoli. That was really a bad ending. Okay, yeah, that was actually a serious bad ending. The end of the world. The other endings were just silly. Alright, well that one takes the cake on bad endings. So our gallery should be complete for... I'm guessing for Raul. So we got Alan's date left to go. Yeah, that's all. That looks like all of them. Okay. And I think we've done all the chapters. Should say complete for the chapters. Right? Should be under event view. In case I want to view them again. That one's not complete because we still have that extra bad ending that we can now get because we completed Raul's route. Complete, and now we just have dear Alan. Alan will be our last route. So we'll start him soon. I kind of want to do another LP. I'm not sure when I'm gonna start it though. It might be a quick LP though. I'm like looking at it. It's a silly game. It's a game that I played as a kid, but was like too dumb to finish. And I kind of want to finish it as an adult. Be like, hey, yeah, I succeeded in beating a game finally. That sort of thing. But yeah, anywho, yeah, I'll see you next time. Next route is Alan, number 5. It actually says after Alan's route, not to like spoil it, but it says there's another route after completing all 5. So I guess there's like a super secret secret route, which I guess some Otome games do that. Like you complete all the dudes, and then there's like a secret dude who's like usually not so secret because you usually see him like in like the forefront anyway. What was it? Oops. No, don't do the opening again. Trying to think of like, I mean, Miser in Cafe Enchante wasn't really a secret route because you knew he was coming. Yeah, I was like, I'm just like going back to Amnesia. I remember like the Joker dude. The guy with the hat and the long hair, he was like considered the last route you did. But yeah, there's another route to do after Alan, which is surprising. But yeah, well, I'll be looking forward to Alan. I'm not sure if I'll like him because, yeah, as I said before, he seems like a slimy character. He's like the thieving parasite. He only loves girls who are in love with other men. So like, do we have to fall in love with someone else before he even like looks at us? And then like, this whole thing about him being an incubus. People brought up a good point too. Like, if Lynette falls in love with a human, she becomes a human. And it seems like gods who fall in love with other gods, they don't become human. If a god falls in love with an incubus, does she still become a human, or does she become like a demonic entity as well? Will there be a succubi ending? I don't know. But anywho, yeah, let's end things off here. It's getting very warm in my room. Very warm. There's some steamy endings, among some weird like life-ending endings. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fun time with this, and I'll see you guys in the next route. Alright, bye-bye!